Thank you for giving opportunity. I thought it was lost in between reorganizing. Uh, thank you for being excellent session so far. We are very proud to be part of this network since beginning of this initiative. And let me thank Government of France for having this initiative here and having BAIF to be part of this wonderful initiative. Let me tell you, this is excellent coining of words. Soil is diamond. And since we are working with the poorest of poor people in India, and there are many smallholder farmers who are totally dependent on these soils particularly and land in general. So for them, soil is life. Rather, for most of the farming communities, soil is life. They are without soil, without the soil moisture, and without soil life, and that's why we call living soils. There is no life possible on earth. So soil is life. Very quickly about what Government of India is doing. At Government of India's level, they are very serious. There are large-scale initiatives like distribution of soil health cards, so that farmer is aware of the kind of soil the farmer holds and the need for its improvement. There is another very recent initiative, again towards nature-based solutions for farming, that is zero budget natural farming. Just to see that there is minimum tillage and yet there is good production of the soils. There is one more initiative, again extension of subsidies by Government of India for the biogas. And as we all know, biogas not only help capture the methane, but it also helps management of the dung to incorporate back into the soil. So in a way, it helps achieve the circularity. At BAIF Development Research Foundation, since we work across 13 states of India in almost 100,000 villages with our team of 6,000 people, we have three very important and direct initiatives to address the issues of livelihood of the people, as well as to help improve the soils of these degraded areas. One is restoration of degraded lands through watershed approach, in which farmers are empowered and skilled to improve their lands, to conserve soil, to conserve water, and improve the soil health in general, so that productivity is enhanced and they get enhanced income levels. The second important initiative is on an integrated approach of management of soils, of restoration of degraded lands through combination of horticulture, forestry, and the crop. So integrated farming approach to transform the small patches of land of the farmers into productive orchards, so that these farmers, they over a period of 4 to 5 years, improve their lands to the extent that the migrating families, for the survival, they're able to settle down right there in their villages and earn enough for their living. The investment which goes over a period of 4 to 5 years is paid back every year to the same families over a long duration of time. The system again incorporates further aggregation by the same farmers of their produce, then taking to the market through their producer companies or cooperatives or any other forms of the organizations. So it's end-to-end solution. Not only it helps the livelihoods of the people, but it also substantially helps restore the lands, improve the water resources in the vicinity of that area, and more importantly, it helps to the extent of 20 to 40 tons of carbon sequestered in the soil and in the trees. There is again another initiative which we have undertaken, again in partnership with the government of Germany's GIZ, and There are a few other partners in India. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development is also there. So we work directly on enhancing the soil health through various means, whether it is biochar, whether it is incorporating the biomass into the soil, or whether it is converting the crop residues into biochar as well as the briquettes, which is very good replacement of the mined coal as a fuel. So there are these varied approaches incorporated in the smallholder lands so that the farmers are empowered and they get enough livelihood opportunities right there in the villages. With these approaches, overall, we have reached out to about 300,000 families, and to the extent of same level of area has been converted into the conserved landscapes, 0.3 million hectares. One more thing, a very important aspect of agrobiodiversity is also integrated in the whole system of the farming. Without that, I think the monocropping, the repeated crops every year can damage soil further. And as I mentioned earlier, it's end-to-end kind of solution. The value chains are created and the income sustains over a longer time. And then only whatever resources are conserved, the soils are conserved, farmers are able to protect it. With this, I have a small video to play so that it supplements and it actually one can visualize what we are doing at ground level. Can we have video, please?
Food security is still an important issue all over the world. Soil is a very important resource that provides several ecosystem services, including food. The significance of maintaining soil organic carbon contains SOC and stocks for CO2 mitigation is crucial for sustainable soil health and food security in India.
Soil is the most important reserve of carbon, and it is at the same time most important medium to produce food for human being and all other living beings on the earth. Immediate attention is required for improving the soil health.
Soil conservation and improvement are fundamental to the sequestration of carbon through photosynthesis via agriculture and forestry, and is in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals of improving food security, helping agriculture and forestry adapt to climate change and contributing to mitigation. BAIF, Development Research Foundation, Pune-based non-government organization, one of the signatories of 4 per 1,000 multi-country initiative launched by the French government at the COP21 Paris Climate Summit 2015. Tree-based farming model, popularly known as Wadi, promoted by BAIF, have great potential for carbon sequestration. The perennial system harvests solar energy year-round, and the biomass produced helps increase soil organic matter content. Such wadis are established on 90,000 hectares, which converted degraded lands to productive lands. The Natural Resources Conservation Program has a potential to reduce land degradation and improve water management. Through Natural Resource Management Program, 350,000 hectares of land has been protected by adopting soil and water conservation measures. This was achieved through scientific and innovative solutions by addressing local needs to improve soil health. With the objective of sustainable and inclusive approaches for soil conservation, rehabilitation of degraded lands, and improved soil health, BAIF implemented Pro-Soil program in India. The use of organic manures like vermicompost, city compost, biochar, bioprom, and liquid organic fertilizers promoted after testing soil samples. To address the issue of cotton residue burning, Tulsa Farmer Producer Company initiated production of biochar and vermicompost and its issue to improve soil health. The Farmer Producer Company has converted 98-ton cotton residue to produce 20.80-ton biochar. The collective actions of biochar and vermicomposting production are the pathways of crop residue management, otherwise it was burnt in open air. Another farmer producer company started production of bioprom, a phosphate-rich organic manure production from cow dung slurry cakes.
Dung is converted into two products through biogas. One is the gas. The slurry coming out of it is filtered through a specially devised filter by BAIF, and the water which is coming out is so clean that it can be used through drip irrigation for the crops, and which is very rich with nutrients.
Intercropping with legumes, crop rotation with broad-based furrows, application of appropriate quantities of macro and micronutrients based on soil testing reports increased nutrient use efficiency and enhanced crop yields. Improved agronomic practices like crop cultivation with appropriate crop spacing, broad-based furrow system for soybean, ridge and furrow for cotton crop. Protective irrigation to build resilience through water conservation structures like farm ponds, check dams, groove wells and water absorption trenches implemented in the watershed. At the same time, to reduce water consumption, the micro-irrigation techniques like drip and sprinkler irrigation, which is operated through solar power, were promoted. Crop diversification of cotton by turmeric, vegetables with organic pesticides and fertilizers helped to minimize pests and disease on crops. This resulted into increased awareness among the farmers about the importance of soil health, soil testing and management of soil nutrients for higher productivity. The approach of soil health management for food security and climate resilience is being replicated in different states, including Himalayan region of India. This has contributed to increase soil organic carbon through soil health management practices for sustainable food production system.